Hello and welcome to Bentley's Backwards Bushcraft, Mystic Order of the Sacred Circle. I'm not sure which. I know it's not going to be on Zenshin Academy. So anyway, this could possibly be on the Mystic Order of the Sacred Circle's YouTube channel. It could be on Bentley's Backwards Bushcraft YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, I might put it on both of them. I don't know. Regardless, I can do that. Regardless, today is the spring equinox, and I have already did my nightlies. I've done some gatherings. I have some red maple blossoms, buds, some red maple buds in the dehydrator right now. Last night there was a massive storm, a huge thunderstorm. It was exhilarating. I thought I was going to get struck by lightning. I'm not kidding. It was wow. Which the video should be on Mystic Order of the Sacred Circle, one of my, the 19th, my nightly. I was out there and the storm hit. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. It tore up my umbrella. I was getting pelted with rain. Lightning was striking really close to me. It was phenomenal. The adrenaline was fantastic. Anyway, I've got some buds from a willow tree. Some of the willow tree was torn down last night from the storm, and today when I walked by, I picked up a couple limbs of the willow. The buds, everything is, well, everything. A few things are blooming right now. Hold on just 1 second. Anyway, the willow is starting to get small green buds and leaves and stuff on it, or the beginnings of it. The red maple is starting to bud out. I did not notice it yesterday. Honestly, I don't think that it looked like this yesterday, but today the red maple tree is budding out with these beautiful red flowery things there. So, and I didn't see it yesterday. I'm not saying it wasn't there yesterday. I'm just saying that I don't recall seeing it yesterday that way. Anyway, today is the spring equinox. So I gathered up some of the red flowering buds from a red maple tree, which are being dehydrated. You can hear it in the dehydrator. I've got the willow that I picked up off the ground from the storm. I'm gonna also get those leaves dehydrated. I might also dry out the wood and grind the wood up into a powder for something. But regardless, today I think will be the day that I start my garden. I have my notebook and my pen. I have 4 of these compressed seed starter mixes. I think it's just kind of like coconut shell or something or whatever. You put this into a 3-quart container, mix it with 2 cups of water, and just wait a few minutes and it expands. We got that. I started with these paper, I guess they're like, yeah, paper cups. I was going to use these exclusively, but I couldn't find enough of them because I didn't want anything horribly troublesome, because I'm going to take and plant these tonight. I'm going to keep them in the house until they grow a little bit, and into the month, next month, I'm going to take them out into the woods and find a spot to place them in my secret garden. But I have 10 of these, and then I went ahead and purchased 8 of these plastic ones. They'll they'll work. I'll have to remove the seed, the sprout from these when I take them out. I was kind of wanting to get some paper cups that I wouldn't have to necessarily deal with. All I'd have to do is just simply put them in the paper cups, let them grow, and then just kind of maybe tear or crumple up the paper cup and just bury it with the plant, but I'm not going to be able to do that. So anyway, we got these little holes in the bottom. They do not. Maybe a little. Nope, no, they do not. Okay, anyway, let's see, 8. I got 18 of them total. We'll deal with that. The compressed I'm going to do at least these seeds here. So I have some microgreens, which is like a salad mix. I have some cucumbers, some carrots, some beans, and some onions that I'm going to do. Now, I also have these sunflowers. I have some sunflowers that I grew myself last year, and I was going to use those seeds, but I decided not to. I'm going to go ahead and use these, but these aren't going to get planted. Well, I might plant a couple of these to take out into the woods and just leave them out there, but these are going to go by the sliding door here at the house. I also have 2 of these tins and 2 of these tins, which I'm going to use to make sure that I keep my plants from draining water everywhere. I'm going to have to put a little hole in the bottom of all these, even these plastic ones, so that there can be some drainage. I don't want to screw up and put too much water in them and rot them out before I can even get them out into the woods. So with all that, oh yes, and I have some tomato seeds. There's 4 not really edible tomatoes in the refrigerator that I'm going to get the seeds from. I'm going to do that off camera, but I'm going to gather up those seeds as well, and we are going to try to grow some tomatoes as well. Whether they'll work, I don't know. Whether any of it will work, I don't know, but I'll get right back with you. We'll angle down and we'll have some fun, and this will be part of this spring equinox festivities for the Mystic Order of the Sacred Circle. Alright, so I've got this container here, and we're going to go ahead and open up there we go. And we'll go ahead and put that down in there. And let's make sure again, place compressed mix into a 3-quart plus container to allow room for mix expansion. Add 2 cups of warm water and wait 2 minutes for full absorption. Break up and stir to increase the expansion. Utilize mix for your seed starting. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and let's see if we can't lower this a little. There we go. There we go. Boom. We'll leave that sit just like that, and we'll give that a couple minutes to absorb. Alright, so it's doing some pretty good expanding there. So it's absorbing. Oh yeah, I'm going to need more. I'm going to need more water than that. Luckily, I got another 2 cups of water. So there, add another 2 cups. There we go. Honestly, I think I'm going to need more than that. Yeah, I'm going to need another cup of, and need another 2 cups. So honestly, there's 6 cups of water, and it says to add 2 cups, but I'm telling you, yeah, 6 cups is more appropriate. Alright, fantastic. So we've got this. We'll see how far this goes. And let's see here. Let's start with just these little cups. We'll put some. I don't think I want to put it too packy. I'm just going to boom, throw it in there, shake it around a little bit, throw some more in there, shake it around. Yeah, that'll work. Just like that. I never did put holes in the bottom of these. Alright, so let's make sure I put a little hole. Will it work? There we go. Yes. A little hole in there, just so that there's some drainage, just in case. I want to make sure. That'll work. Boom, good job. Alright, let's see. Bingo, bango. Good. So we'll just continue to do this until I get this portion of it done. I don't know if you want to hang out while I do this or not, but this is all that's going on, is I'm just poking a hole in the bottom of that, putting some of this seed starter material in here. Boom, just like that. Not sure how many I'm going to be able to do here with this one, but we will see. Definitely going to get all of these cups done, these little ones for sure. Just want to have a little bit of a hole in there so I can get some drainage just in case. Alright, so there we go. Now we're going to have to work these big ones. I don't know if I'm going to have to get something else out for this, or whether I can do it without damaging it. I don't know. We're going to see. Alright, so I tried it 2 different ways. First way I tried it was taking the screwdriver and hammering it down, boom, like that. But it kind of cracked it, didn't really do anything. Then I took this screw and just stuck it in the center of it and just twisted it up, and that works just fine. So that's how I'm going to put the holes in there. I'm not going to bother with that one because it's already got cracks, so it's good. So just simply set that nail or screw on there. I'm going to turn this around a couple times. Bingo bango. Screw down through there, see if you can, yeah, boom boom. Just enough to put a little hole in there, just so I get some drainage. So I'm going to get these done and I'll get right back with you. Bingo bango. Boom. Alright. So a small hole in each one of those. I'm pretty sure I might have to just use this container to hold these, because I don't think, let's see here, I can get 1, 2 in there. I can get 2 in there. That gives me 3. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we got. But let's go ahead and get this seed starting material in here. Definitely going to have to put one more. In some water. I wanted to make sure I got enough, so I purchased 4 of them. Don't know if there's going to be enough in this one to completely, yeah. Might need a little bit more there, but we're going to have to open up another one. Set that in there, and let's actually wait. I'll put the water in there and we'll watch it expand. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and pour this water in. And we'll just sit here, and maybe this will make a nice little sped up video. Watch that absorb it and expand. Yep, there it goes. I don't know if you can see it decently, but come watch that. I can see the water getting absorbed right in there and expanding up, getting thicker. And what I've decided to do real quick here is put it in this cup, just in case some of these others need a little bit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to clean this out, dry it up, and we'll see what these look like in here. I don't know, maybe keep them in here. I don't know, we'll see. Let me clean this up. Okay, so let's continue on. What do we do first? Let's see here. Carrots, beans, carrots, cucumbers, onions. All right. Bean garden. Wonderful, wonderful. Alrighty, so 5 to 10 days to germinate. Put it anywhere from 1 to 1.5 inches down. Spacing doesn't really matter with these because I'm only going to do like on, but it's 3 inches apart. It's 16 to 18 inches tall. And the days to maturity is 60, so 2 months. And there we go. So let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Technically 26 if you want to count that half of one. 25 and a half, really. That's a half one. Alright, so I don't want to do crap. Way too many. I need more space. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do 2 of them. We'll put that one right there. We'll put that half one in there. We'll cover that up. And let's see here. So we'll just set that right in there. Boom. We'll do a couple beans. Let's do 2 of them in this one here. Boom. Alright. So. Alrighty, so we have 2 that are green bean. We'll set those there. What else do we want? Let's see here. Let's do the carrots. We'll set the green beans over here. And we'll work on the carrots. Uh, 5 to 10 days to germinate, 1/4 of an inch deep, 2-inch spacing, 16 to 18 inches high, and 65 to 70 days mature. So this is going to take a little longer to mature. These are kind of, yeah, these are really small in there. So what I'm going to do is let's get labels for carrot. Do 2 labels for carrot. We got 2 carrots labeled, and let's just heave a good amount of those in there. And finish off the pack in there, and we'll just see how that works. Yep, there's still some left in there. There we go. Alright, so the carrots are good to go. Get a little bit more. And see, there we go. This is where I'm glad I didn't take this stuff outside. Put a little bit on there. And we'll set the carrots in here. Making a mess, but that's okay. Alright, so now we have a couple cucumber, and 5 to 10 days on germination, 1/2 an inch deep. The spacing has to be 4 feet to 6 feet, so yeah, that's going to have to really get some space there. 16 to 18 inches high, and there's 55 days for the germination. So we'll just go ahead and put 3 or 4, there we go, of each one of them. Just want to make sure, still some of those left, just want to make sure that they will be capable of growing. I don't want to just put 1 in there because no guarantee that'll grow. Hopefully I'm not over exerting the small containers. Now let's make a couple for onion. There we go. onion number 1. Onion number 2. Alright. Alright, the onions, 5 to 10 days to germinate, 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch deep, 1 foot to spacing, and 16 to 18 inches height, and it is 60 to 100 days. So let's put a few of those in there, and let's get a few of them in there. There's still plenty left, but we've got plenty of containers, so that's good. Alright, we got 2 more. That carrot's all gone. We got 2 more small ones. So what do we put in there? Let's see here. Let's go with the beans. We'll do the beans in here. G-bean. All right. There we go. Let's throw 3 of them in here, and let's put 3 of them in here, just like that. Still got a handful left. So there's some green beans. Let's grab the other 2 green beans. Boom and boom. So there's 4 green beans right here, and we'll leave the green beans by themselves here. Now, what I do need to do is let's deal with these tomato seeds right here. So I still haven't gone into the other room and dug out those tomatoes. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go get those other tomatoes, and we are going to get the tomato seeds, and we're gonna bury them right in here and see what we can get. Right, here we are. So there are tons of seeds in here. Now, will having all this other goop in there destroy it and not where they can't germinate? I don't know. I'll be honest. I've never tried it like this before. But look at all those seeds. We're going to give it a shot. We'll see if it works. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of seed in there. We have way too many. Just gonna dump those seeds in there, just willy-nilly, just like that, and we'll leave that. Well, I've only got 1 more left. Let's just go ahead and just do 1 with the tomato seeds, just like that. Tons of tomato seeds there. All right. So we'll see if that works. Alrighty, so I make a tomato sign here. Boom. Plaster that on there. I just took the rest of the tomatoes. I took them outside, and where Beckett was playing in the dirt that day that we filmed him, I just went ahead and buried the tomatoes there. If they grow, they grow, and if they don't, they don't. But it'd be kind of interesting to see if they do. Close to the house, so we can tend to them if we need to. Alright, so far we have 4 green beans. We have 2 carrots. Do we have any more carrot seed? No, the carrots are gone. Here's an onion, and here's an onion. So we'll put the 2 carrots and the 2 onions together. And then we have the 1 tomato. We have 2 cucumbers over here, and the small ones. We have sunflowers, and we have this microgreens. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this microgreens. Let's make our little sign real quick. We'll just go microgreens. Kind of just a mixture of all different kinds of stuff. You know what? I got a better idea. Nah, I better not. Because I'm going to need this bucket. I was just going to, yeah. There's just a bunch of little seeds in there. So what we're going to do is let's just kind of a little bit of seeds in there just like that. And we'll let that grow just like that, and we'll see how that works. Bingo bango. Now, we're going to do 1 sunflower. We'll do 1 sunflower. Now the microgreens say it's 2 to 5 days. Okay, it's pretty quick stuff. 2 to 5 days to germinate. 1/8 of an inch deep, 1/4 of an inch spacing. 1 to 2 inches growing height, and it takes 5 to 10 days. So these things should be growing soon. And here's a bunch of sunflower seeds. So I'm going to do a few sunflower seeds in this that I can take out to the woods and plant elsewhere once they start growing. And we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do a couple in there just to. There we go. Want to make sure that there's space in there for them to grow. Uh, 3-inch depth. Yep. 4 to 6 weeks. Moist for 4 to 6 weeks. Seeds will germinate in 14 to 21 days. So there we go. They say they need a lot of water. So we're going to go ahead and give these a shot for out there in the woods. The rest of these are going to be planted right here at the house. So I don't want to do anything else with those. These guys are going to stay here to be planted in the house. I'm going to do another greens because these should grow pretty quick. We'll see how those grow pretty quickly. Let's label these greens. So we got a microgreen here and a microgreen here. We'll put those together here so they'll be together. And we'll set them over there. And then we have cucumbers, tomatoes, the sunflower, and what are we going to put in here? Let's see here. We have several things left. Let's do some cucumbers. Definitely do some cucumber in here. And there, we'll leave that cucumber just like that. And we might be able to do one more cucumber. We'll see what we got. Let's go ahead and label. Cucumber. We'll set this cucumber over by the other cucumbers because we want them to have friends and buddies. There's two more here. Alright. So what are we going to do here? We have onion. So this one is going to be onions. Alright, the onions will be finished off here. Oh, we're out of tape. We might be able to make it. So we got one more onion here. Let's see here, the onions. Let's put this onion, let's bring the carrots over here. Put this onion with that onion. Just like that. We got one more left. And let's see here. I think we can either do the beans. And you know what? I'm going to leave the beans because I'm going to take those elsewhere. And we've got another cucumber. And do I want to do another cucumber? Or do I just want to separate these? I'm going to separate these cucumbers amongst the other cucumbers. There we go. Leave them just like that. So we have one more. What are we going to put in here? What do we got over here? Ooh. We got the greens over here. Microgreens, green beans. Oh, is there two there? There is. My goodness. We're gonna have to move this onion over here. That does give me an extra one. And look, here we go. Boom. Look at that. Perfect. Don't have to worry about dumping any of that out anywheres. This is what we got left. We have microgreens, sunflower seeds, and green beans. I've already done 4 green beans. I don't want to do any more green beans. So it looks like we're going to do... Yeah. Got 3 cucumbers, 2 carrots, a sunflower, a tomato, 2 microgreens, 4 green beans, 3 onions, and we got 2 left. And these, I guess microgreens really the only ones that we can do, honestly, because the sunflower seeds are going to be elsewhere, and the beans I want to do elsewhere as well. So let's load these micro greens up and see how they work. go. Fantastic. There's that. Got a few green beans left and sunflowers. The sunflowers are going outside. I'll find somewhere else to put the green beans. Maybe I'll just take those out on my next nightly and just put them somewhere out in the woods. All right, greens. We gotta mark these. All right. Hopefully the tape stays on these. There we go. Had to skimp a little bit on the last two just to make sure I could effectively use what little tape I had left. This is empty. Bingo bango. So there's that. So we have it done as far as planting is concerned. We have 3 onions, 4 green beans, 4 microgreens, 3 cucumbers, 2 carrots, a sunflower, and a tomato. So that is what we are going to attempt to grow over the next handful of weeks in the house. So that's what we're going to attempt to grow in the house. And what grows grows. What doesn't grow doesn't grow. It's a fantastic experience for me. Regardless, I hope they do grow. Honestly, but what does grow will be taken out into the woods, and I'm going to find a spot that's secluded because it is a public woods. I'm going to try to find a place that's secluded and actually plant these out in the woods and just see how they grow with minimal attendance out in the woods. So it's important for me to, one, be able to grow in a garden, but it's just as important right now that I'm able to grow in a garden that maybe I don't have access to all the time, or that I need to keep hidden, my secret garden, just as an experiment to see how whether I can get it to work or whether it'll work at all. So they are going to be planted here in the house. I'm going to keep them here. I will tend to them. I will try to get them to grow as best as I possibly can. They'll have proper light, proper water. They'll be kept indoors up until they sprout and they get strong enough to actually go plant outside, and then it's on them to decide whether or not they can survive out there. I'm expecting, let's see, it's not quite April, but I'm thinking about keeping them at least a month in the house if I can. If they can last a month in here growing in these small containers. But as soon as they get big enough to be planted outside, I'm going to go ahead and take them outside. It is the spring equinox today, so this is the project that I wanted to do for spring, is beginning a garden. You can call it a survival garden if you want, I guess. In a way, I'm not only working on the plants as a garden, but I'm also working on whether or not I can use them as a survival garden in a situation where I may not be able to tend to them all the time properly. So that's why one of the reasons I'm not setting up something here at the house to plant them outside. I want to take them out in the woods and put them out there and see if I can produce anything from a less than less than situation, basically. Can I get these to grow in the house? Hopefully. Can I then transplant them out into the wild and be able to actually come back and draw from those in a situation that maybe I can't get to and tend to? I'm not going to do a lot of weeding. I'm not going to do a lot of anything after I prep the area. I'm going to leave it alone and see how well these things can grow in that type of environment, where I can maybe come back in a month or so, go into the garden, grab what I want, and take off, but don't have the time or the ability to tend to it all the time. So I'm curious to see if that'll work. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I had a wonderful time doing this project, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it.